Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy these videos and you're having a fabulous day. Hey, is it possible to talk to aliens? What do you think? What is your view on extraterrestrial life? Do you think that Earth is the only life that there is in the galaxy or the universe? Well, I have got a UFO deck, which of course is all extraterrestrials, and I also have the regular tarot. And I'm going to actually start with the regular tarot and ask the cards, is there life on other planets? Is there life on other planets? Well, isn't this interesting? We get the moon card. What is the moon? They're certainly looking at other planets, aren't they? Howling at the moon. And you can't get any clearer, folks. There's a face in the moon. There's a face in the moon and it's watching us. If this doesn't answer your question, I don't know what is. Because there really is no other card in this particular deck that has a moon with a face in it looking down at the earth. This is 100% yes, there is life. And there's no humans in this card. So that there is like a human figure here, but the fact there's no humans here and there's some crayfish or something, crawfish, crawling out of the water, it might be that we would be surprised at what the life looks like there. We're expecting it to be a reflection of us, right? Oh, it's more people. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. So thank you for answering that to the regular tarot. Now I can switch over to my UFO deck. And this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to just cut this deck and then I'm just going to start pulling from the top. You can pull tarot cards in a variety of ways, and there's no wrong way to pull a tarot card. So first question I'm going to ask, well, let's see. There's lots of questions I want to ask. What do we have to know as Earthlings about life on other planets, particularly planets that are interested in Earth, please? You know, the ones that are far away and don't even know we exist, I don't really need to ask about them right now. So the ones that are aware of Earth, all right? Ooh, beam me up, Scotty. So there's UFOs and the beings get beamed up inside. Now, this could just be that they land and that they get beamed up into their spaceship. So that's interesting. So they obviously have laws of physics and laws on their planet. If they can get beamed up into their spaceship, then obviously they're working with technology that we don't have. So I think that this card just means that there's a lot of technology there that we don't have quite yet. Here they are walking down a path outside of a house. Okay, so some of them are already here. Some of them are already here. And see the house, but we can't see them. See how they're lit up? They're invisible. So we have the lights on at night thinking, hey, everything's normal. Well, we probably have extraterrestrials going down the street and we don't even know it because they don't have a physical form. They're just like, these are like light beings, right? They're light beings. Or maybe they have a cloaking technology. Maybe they've got a cloaking technology, but at any rate, they're here. We just can't see all of them. I'm just pulling cards. I forgot to ask a question. If they landed and confronted us, we would take out our smartphones and photograph them? Is that what this is? I was thinking it was like we would attack them, but that looks like a smartphone to me. Let me look at it. I don't think that's a weapon. I had to look at the art closer, and I think that just is like, oh my gosh, look at the alien. Oh, where's my smartphone? I better photograph it. And the alien's going to be like, dude, really? That's kind of interesting. All right, now, why are these aliens that, are they interested in Earth? Or are they interested in the people here? The ones that are close to here? Oh, shit. All right, well, let's not say shit. Let's not say shit. Don't go, Melanie, don't always go that because you're talking about aliens, it's a bad thing. Because that's programming. That's programming that television has done to us. How do we know if it's all bad? It's probably all good and we just keep going to the bad because we're fear-based beings. So they're studying us. And there's nothing going on here. This person's like, laying on a table, but, in real life, they're just studying us. So yes, they are interested in studying the human condition. Okay, what else do we have to know about them? So they have groups too, this is the card, that they have groups, they have gatherings, they have tribes, they have communities, that they also have groups and families. And this is also bright lights coming out. It's a very interesting picture, because I just get the idea that they're a community. So will anytime in the future, are these going to like land on the planet, and then we have to stand in line? Are we going to be like longer lines because aliens are going to be in the lines now? They're just staring at me like, do you think that was an intelligent question, Melanie? I'm a freaking bug, right? I am a freaking bug. Do you think I'm going to go to your Walmarts? And I just kind of embarrassed that I asked that question to an alien. They're probably like, who is this tarot reader? Ooh. Yeah, no, they won't be standing in line at our stores. Not if they look like that. I'm sorry, alien. I kept forgetting that you could be looking like a crawfish or something. Okay. So what will the reaction of human beings be when aliens finally present themselves on the planet? The cards are really answering the questions with amazing accuracy. This is now one alien. Remember we had the person with the alien standing around the table? Now we have human beings standing around a table and the alien in the middle going, WTF, WTF, what's going on here? So we have the human studying the alien. It goes both ways. This is one of the things that I love about the tarot cards, and I love working with unusual decks like this. When I bought this UFO deck, I put it on the shelf because I thought, I'm never going to use this. I don't know why I even bought this thing. But now the more that my interest is piqued about UFOs and there's a lot of sightings and things like that, I thought, I'm going to dig this thing out and have a conversation with them. So I'd like to hone into one alien, and if the one alien has a message for anybody here, what would this one message be? Now remember, I'm not shuffling, I'm just pulling the top card off. The one message. Well, it is going to come a day when the aliens are going to walk down here, and the humans are going to kind of stop and say, oh, there's a couple of aliens. And this is the 3 card, and 3s get along. It means they're just going to be different. They're just going to be like foreigners. Like we're going to think of them as like foreigners. And the human's just going to mildly stop, look at them and be like, okay, there's some aliens coming down the street. I think eventually we are probably going to get to that state. Is that going to be immediate? No. But I think that we can cohabitate. And 3 is usually a good number. It's working together, right? 3's a crowd. Or 2's company, 3's a crowd. So it might get crowded. Maybe it'll get crowded on the planet. But eventually we are going to see things that we never thought we would see. But for the most part, I like the number 3. It's about socializing, getting along, working in groups. So it is very possible that this alien is saying that you will be seeing alien life on the planet. This is definitely the message that this alien... So, get used to these things. They might not look like what you expect. And, let's try to get away from some of the fears that we have. And let's ask alien, what's the best way for us to get away from all the fear that has been shoved in our faces for so long that we tend to be fear-based? What's a good way to get ahead of that? Oh, look, one alien here. Well, just realizing that we're also going to be visiting their planets. It's not just a one-way street. They're not just going to come here, but we're going to discover their planets and where they live. So, isn't that interesting? You'd be like, hey, where do you want to go today? Hey, how about if we go to the planet of the Arcturians? Okay. And in your spaceship you go. That kind of makes traveling, brings some new experiences. So the alien saying is the best way to overcome the fear is, number one, to think about, these are just human, or these are just beings that also live on a planet, and they have families, and they have, they have the same variety of beings as what we do, with just a different way of thinking and a different way of living, completely different than us. So, wow, this UFO deck is interesting. Now, if you thought of some questions that I haven't asked that you would like to ask, I would love to do a follow-up reading on this. If you have a specific extraterrestrial race that you want to look in, we can check into that, and we can use, the regular tarot also. There's nothing wrong with using a blend of a variety of cards. So thank you for joining my channel, and I guess we're going to welcome these extraterrestrial friends when they come, and we'll see what happens, what changes they bring about to our planet.